Welcome back, rankers. Yes, it's that time of year again. It's Movember. This is my 4th year doing Movember, but I've got a special treat for you this year. I've got some extra value. If you are looking to sponsor a Mo this year, you're not going to do better than sponsoring me, because I've got 2 Mo's for the price of 1 this year. Tell me where you're going to get better value. You won't. I haven't seen anybody else in the social media space, in the search marketing space in Australia with more than 1 Mo. So just remember that this year, when you do sponsor for Movember, this is where the value's at. What's Movember? Well, it's every year we grow Mo's and get them sponsored, and the money goes to these men's health organisations down here. So get on board. 2 Mo's. Great. Been a busy week for Google. They've had a lot to say. There's been about 4 or 5 announcements, which is a lot for the Google Webmaster Central blog in a week. First of all, if you're a webmaster or if you manage an Apache web server, you have to go and have a look at mod page speed for Apache. Now, when Google recommends that you implement these things, it's probably a good idea, because if you don't, you're not going to have as good a rankings as if you didn't implement them. So if you're a website owner, you may not have visibility over your Apache web server, if indeed you're even on Apache. The other major web server out there that everybody uses, by the way, is the Microsoft IIS one. But Apache has, you'll see Google put out more things for Apache because it's an open platform as opposed to the Microsoft one. But if you're a website owner, just make sure, speak to whoever's hosting or whoever manages your web server and say, have you implemented mod page speed yet? Because Google says you should. The other things that Google's been saying this week is that web spam. They're cracking down more on web spam, even to the point now where they've got an extension for the Google Chrome browser so you can easily report web spam. So the case where you might do this is that you might find there's a site ranking above you, and when you check and see what they're doing to rank above you, you might find that they're doing hidden text or they're basically trying to trick Google. Well, that's when you would use the web reporting, the web spam reporting. However, good luck with that, because we've reported a lot of sites to Google in the past and they don't seem to do terribly much. But maybe with the new extension for Chrome, that will change. But the big announcement came out this morning, and this is the story we did about 3 weeks ago on instant previews. So if you go to, and I've seen this is working in Google Chrome this morning, and the search we've got going here says google.com.au, search we've got going here is Search Marketing Melbourne, and then you'll see over here this little magnifying glass. If you click on that now, you will get a preview over here. So what does that mean? Well, it's basically, once again, I know there'll be lots of blogs and articles and press releases about how this is the death of SEO, once again, but it really doesn't have anything to do with your ranking or anything else. Once again, this is a usability update that Google's making here, and it is to help people find what they want faster. I mean, that's Google's charter, right? Help people find information. So if you put your mouse over, you get this preview of the site, of the target page that you're going to. Now, the interesting thing here is that, for me anyway, they've grabbed this snippet off the top of our page. Now, and they're saying this is what's relevant to this particular search. Now, you'll see here the search is Search Marketing Melbourne, but the phrase at the top here is Online Marketing Melbourne. So Google's telling a fib basically there. Well, they're not telling a whole truth, because for the site to rank for Search Marketing Melbourne, there's got to be that phrase somewhere on the site, or else we wouldn't rank for it. Now, people might put their mouse over this, look at this site and go, oh my God, there's hundreds of menus on that site. That looks rubbish. I'm not going there. Well, that'd be mean of them. But we are getting a new site, and I built this one 6 years ago, and it's been held together with gaffer tape and bits of string since then. But the new brand shiny WordPress site's about to go live soon. So, and what we've done with that one is what we're looking at is capturing people's attention when we turn up in the search engine, so that your landing pages are all designed in a way that entices people to click through. For instance, we've got Search Marketing Melbourne here. What would be good on this page is if we had a heading, which is why headings are important. It said Search Marketing Melbourne so that we could see there was some information there about what we've actually searched for. At the moment, this Online Marketing Melbourne really isn't a good enough match in my book for Search Marketing Melbourne. And that's why you would have to have a page that accurately matches the search phrases. So what I'd be doing is going through your major search phrases, having a look at the page that is turning up in the SERPs, preview it, and just see if it's logical that someone would actually click through to it because it looks like the page that has the information they want. Have a look at the other ones, the preview of the other pages that are in the top 5 as well, because people will be looking at all of those now. So it's not going to make it harder to rank, but it may change click-through, or well, it'll definitely change click-through rates. So this is why one of the reasons why it's also important to have target pages for different phrases within your site, so that you can tailor them more closely to what people want to see. At the moment, this page has got 4 or 5 articles on it or something, and it's got all these different menus and ugly buttons and all sorts of things, but it still ranks number 1 for Search Marketing Melbourne. But click-through rates, I probably wouldn't click through on that, but as I say, we're getting a new bright new shiny one. Finally today, a question from the floor from Sue Ellison. She's asked, in terms of SEO principles, we limit external links in our articles. This is what someone's told her. So presumably, Sue, that you have written an article or someone's quoted you in an article and they haven't linked back to you. Well, that's just a bit mean, really. Look, there's a school of thought that says that the more times you link out to external sites, the more page rank love you leak, if you like. There's also that you may want to reserve who you link to because you want to give them some page rank love. But so they can actually just use the no follow tag and it shouldn't affect their SEO at all. So they can still do external linking and just put the no follow tag around it. And that is it for today's show. Remember, extra value here. You're not going to get it better anywhere this Movember. There'll be a link on the Facebook page today, and there'll also be a link in the newsletter. If you're not familiar with our Facebook page or where it's at, if you just go to facebook.com/Melbourne SEO, you will find. Before I go, the other big news this week is that we are moving office tomorrow. So this is the last time we'll be doing the show from this particular venue in Carrum Downs, and so there'll be no more real estate agents out the back smoking whilst I record the show, which I know a lot of you enjoyed. But we are moving to Mount Waverley. We are moving to 14 Lionel Road, Mount Waverley, so we'll get another places entry, which is nice. And we'll be off the air tomorrow. Won't be returning emails tomorrow, but we will on Friday. So until then, we'll see you then. Bye.